What's up, Average Kurt here, aka the internet's best kept secret who feels the need to tell you something. This is not a serious cooking show. I thought that was pretty clear, but I feel the need to address it now. It's not. And now I will never use fresh garlic in any of my recipes. Never. Like, not even once. Like, don't even ask me about it. Anyways, today I'm making Matty Matheson's world famous Cheeto mac and cheese. Just a whole bunch of processed cheese on top of processed cheese. America. And here's everything you need to make this amazing dish. 4 packs of American cheese singles, and I almost use all of it. A bag of Cheetos, of course. Some 2% milk, not whole milk, 2%. Some salt, something to cook it in like a casserole type dish, but I'm going with a cast iron skillet. Some elbow pasta, so it's got little grippy ridges to hold all that cheesy goodness. And a pot to cook it in. First, I'm going to boil the pasta. I got this pot filled like 3/4 of the way, 60% of the way. I don't know. I'm not into measurements unless I'm baking. And then I'm going to liberally salt it and bring it to a boil. Now, I've heard if you stare at a pot of water, it boils faster. So I'm going to put that to the test. Boom. Not only does it work, but I exfoliated my skin and now I'm looking extra pretty. Okay, time to add the pasta. Now this pasta, like I said, it's got little grippy ridges on the side to really hold that cheese in. Oh, hold all that flavor. It's gonna be delicious. And I poured in about 3/4 of the box, like I said, not in the measurements. Gonna boil this for about 8 to 10 minutes, strain it, and then move on to the cheese sauce. Here it is 8 minutes later. That looks like pasta to me. Time for the cheese sauce. Now you want your pot at medium-low heat because you don't want that milk to scorch or burn. I poured about 3/4 of this half gallon in, so you can do the math on how much that is. To be honest though, I made way too much cheese sauce for this recipe, so what I'm doing right now, feel free to cut it in half. Now I'm just showing off my fat stacks for all you haters out there. Look at all that cheese. Look at my cheddar. You wish you had this much. It's time to make that cheese sauce. So I'm just gonna layer in some cheese. I did about 2 slices at a time until they were melted, and then added another 2 slices, another 2 slices, continuously mixing. It's a tedious process. It will take a while, but it is worth it because it makes an amazing cheese sauce. Here, I'm on my 4th pack of cheese. Did over 60 slices, but it's worth it. This cheese sauce is gonna slap. Got my Cheetos in the blender and just gonna pulse it because I want some big chunks as well. You don't want it all to be dust. Time to add the cheese sauce to the noodles, and slow motion is definitely necessary. And when adding the cheese sauce, do it to your own preference. Add a little, mix it, add a little, mix it until you get your desired level of mac and cheesiness. Gonna transfer the mac and cheese to my cast iron skillet, which ended up being the perfect amount, of course, because I know, I'm a damn genius. All that's left is to cover the top in some Cheeto goodness. I wish someone would cover me in Cheetos. It's tough being single and into weird stuff. Man, that's looking good. Next, put it in the oven at 400, put it on the bottom rack, and cook it until the top gets brown, about 10 minutes for me. Just look at all that cheesy goodness, and it has a great contrast of textures with the crunchy Cheetos and the creamy soft macaroni. This would also make a fire dish at Thanksgiving, especially if you a little beforehand. To all my gamer guys out there in relationships, if you've been playing Call of Duty for 5 hours straight every day since COVID started, make this for your lady. She will leave you alone about it for a month and probably throw some decent sex your way. And to all my ladies out there, if your man's been complaining about how much money you spend at Target, first of all, just tell him to shut up. Second of all, make him this and he will leave you alone about it for probably a month. And he'll just leave you alone because we can't throw decent sex your way. It's all, we're useless. I did it again. Now, there's only one thing left to do. Take this mac and cheese and all into it. But wait, if I'm gonna copy Matty's recipe, I need to eat it like him too, don't I? So here we are in the average Kurt Cook's bathtub. Gonna crack open a cold one because I feel like that's the only thing Matty was missing from his bathtub experience. And it's time to dig into this mac and cheese. Gonna take a bite, contemplate it, make some eye contact with the camera, and just think about it for a second. Oh yeah, this slaps. It slaps all over the place. Like I said, the contrast of textures with the creamy mac and cheese and the crunchy Cheetos, just so much processed cheese on processed cheese. It's amazing. And being in the bathtub definitely enhances the flavor of the mac and cheese and beer. If you enjoyed what you just saw, and we know you did, please like and subscribe. Oh, usually I have a shirt on that says subscribe, but not today. Also, follow me on the Instagram, Average Kirk Cooks, all that social stuff. I'm just gonna sit here, get fat, get drunk, in the bathtub. Might not leave, might take a nap. I think I might have, just found my new favorite hobby, just eating and drinking in a bathtub. Catch you guys next time.